What's up, Titans family? Welcome back to All Out Titans Podcast. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It is official. Brian Callahan has destroyed the Tennessee Titans. The culture is gone. The culture is gone, and that is a serious problem. Titans had a winning culture. Even when we sucked, past two seasons with Vrabel, we were a horrible team. But the winning culture was still there. The last game of the season, we played the Jacksonville Jaguars. We were out of the playoffs. Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry blew them out. The culture was there. It's not there anymore. Brian Callahan killed it. The Tennessee Titans culture is gone. And I don't see it coming back anytime soon because now our star players don't even want to be there anymore. These players that we paid all this money to is not living up to their worth. Jeffrey Simmons is my favorite Tennessee Titan. Ever since Taylor Lewan's gone, Jeffrey Simmons is my guy. I love Jeffrey Simmons. I've always loved him ever since we drafted him. I thought him and Jarrell Casey together was dominant. Honestly, I really do love Jeffrey Simmons. He's worth $100 million. He's not playing like a $100 million man. Jarius Sneed, we're paying him some big money. He's not playing like he's worth that kind of money. Calvin Ridley, over $90 million. $90 million. The guy drops passes, and then he bitches to the media saying that he needs to get the ball earlier. So we throw the ball earlier to him, and he still can't catch it. The culture just isn't there anymore. The team doesn't want to be competitive. They know they're done. They know the season's over. They're like, oh, we're just here for a paycheck now. They're done. The culture is gone. And Brian Callahan destroyed it by himself. The guy's play calling is horrible. Brian Callahan cannot call plays. He is not an offensive coordinator. He wasn't an offensive coordinator when he was with Cincy. I don't know how he got the head coaching job. Wasn't an offensive coordinator. He was an offensive coordinator by title only. He did not call the plays with the Bengals. This has got to put pressure on Brian Callahan. And Amy Adams-Strunk needs to take responsibility for this too. She fired Mike Vrabel, and she wanted Brian Callahan because he can communicate. She wanted a head coach that's good at communication all the way up the pipeline. Fuck that. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I just get emotional. Fuck that. Let the coaches do their job. They don't need to communicate with ownership. If they're doing bad like Brian Callahan is, that's another thing. Yes, he needs to communicate with ownership on why he's sucking so bad. And even ask Amy Adams, why did you hire me when I didn't call plays when I was with the Bengals? I was a quarterback's coach for the longest time. Why did you hire me to be your head coach? It is really hard being a Titans fan in general. It's really hard. Every time the Titans play, I get anxiety. I get anxiety every time the Tennessee Titans play. Now it's just disgraceful. Now it's just ridiculous being a Titans fan. Brian Callahan was the wrong coach for this team. Bottom line. He was not the right coach for this team. I think they should have stuck it out with Vrabel for one more season when we had all that money. You got to remember, the last two seasons with Vrabel, we didn't have any talent. We didn't have the talent. Then you get $80 million, you fire Mike Vrabel after a year earlier saying how he's one of the best coaches in the league. You bring in Brian Callahan, who had no play calling experience, to be your head coach and take charge of your team and take this team to the Super Bowl. I was on board with it at first. I really was. Offensive-minded, young coach. He's going to bring an up-tempo type of plays. He's going to be a pass-first type of coach, unlike what we're used to is running the ball. This is ridiculous. Brian Callahan is trash. He's trash. He's not a good coach. And he's proven that. You are where your record says you are. Brian Callahan is 1-5. He's losing the team. Titans don't have the mindset of winning anymore. The culture is gone. And it's all because of Brian Callahan. Play calling is trash. His coaching ability is trash. He's trash. Brian Callahan needed an experienced offensive coordinator to work with him. He had no place in calling these plays because he sucks at it. He sucks. The Bengals didn't even go to the playoffs last season. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. The only person I really wanted for the Titans to really hire as the head coach was the Detroit Lions as offensive coordinator. This is just so frustrating. We suck, and it's ridiculous. It's horrible being a Titans fan. Amy Adams-Strunk is to blame. Brian Callahan, I love you, but you're to blame. And Brian Callahan is just a joke. It's ridiculous being a Titans fan. I'm done.